Aristotle stands as a giant in the history of thought, a towering figure whose contributions have left an indelible mark on the world. His ideas have shaped civilizations, influencing countless generations and laying the groundwork for much of Western philosophy. For millennia, his wisdom has resonated across time and cultures, transcending geographical boundaries and eras. Aristotle's influence on philosophy, science, and ethics is undeniable, forming the bedrock of many academic disciplines. Aristotle was born in 384 BCE in Stagira, Greece, a small town that would become famous due to his legacy. This was a time of great intellectual ferment, where thinkers and scholars gathered to exchange ideas and challenge existing beliefs. The Greeks were asking fundamental questions about the universe and our place in it, seeking to understand the nature of reality. Aristotle's work would provide many of the answers, offering insights that would guide future generations of thinkers. Aristotle's work is vast and complex, covering a wide range of subjects from metaphysics to biology, but his central message is clear. We must use reason and observation to understand the world around us, relying on empirical evidence rather than superstition. We must live a life of virtue to achieve true happiness, striving for moral excellence in our daily lives. Aristotle's ideas are as relevant today as they were in ancient Greece, offering timeless wisdom in a rapidly changing world. In a world often driven by ideology and dogma, Aristotle's emphasis on reason and evidence is more important than ever, reminding us to seek truth through rational inquiry and thoughtful reflection. Aristotle's father was a physician, a profession that was highly respected in ancient Greece. This early exposure to science and medicine had a profound impact on young Aristotle, sparking his curiosity about the natural world. He developed a lifelong fascination with the natural world, spending countless hours observing plants, animals, and the environment around him. Aristotle was determined to understand how things worked, not just on the surface, but at a deeper, more fundamental level. He wanted to know the reasons behind the rules and the principles that govern the natural world. At the age of 17, Aristotle traveled to Athens, the intellectual hub of the ancient world, to study at Plato's academy. Plato, one of the most influential philosophers of all time, was his teacher. His ideas about the nature of reality and knowledge would shape Aristotle's thinking profoundly. Plato's teachings on forms and the nature of reality provided a foundation for Aristotle's own philosophical inquiries. Aristotle spent 20 years at the academy, immersing himself in a wide range of subjects and engaging in deep philosophical discussions. He immersed himself in Plato's teachings, but he also began to develop his own ideas and theories. Aristotle was a critical thinker, always questioning and analyzing. He was not afraid to challenge his teacher's ideas and propose alternative viewpoints. This willingness to question and debate was a hallmark of his intellectual journey. After Plato's death, Aristotle left the academy feeling that it was time to forge his own path. He founded his own school, the Lyceum, where he could teach and develop his own philosophical system. At the Lyceum, Aristotle continued to develop his own philosophical system, which would later become one of the most influential in Western thought. He wrote extensively on a wide range of subjects, including logic, physics, metaphysics, ethics, politics, and rhetoric, leaving a legacy that would endure for centuries. Aristotle believed that knowledge could be acquired through observation and experience. He emphasized the importance of empirical evidence. This set him apart from Plato, who believed that true knowledge could only be attained through reason. Aristotle's empirical approach led him to make significant contributions to the natural sciences. He was a keen observer of the natural world. He classified plants and animals. He studied the weather and the stars. His work laid the foundation for modern science. Aristotle's contributions to philosophy were equally profound. He developed a system of logic that is still used today. He explored the nature of reality, knowledge, and ethics. His ideas have had a lasting impact on Western thought. Aristotle's is one of his most challenging and rewarding works. In this book, Aristotle grapples with the fundamental questions of existence. What is the nature of reality? What is the relationship between mind and matter? What is the meaning of life? Aristotle's answers to these questions are complex and nuanced, but they are essential reading for anyone who wants to understand the Western philosophical tradition. Aristotle's is another of his most important works. In this book, Aristotle explores the nature of happiness. He argues that happiness is not simply a matter of pleasure or wealth. True happiness, according to Aristotle, consists in living a life of virtue. Section 5. The Pursuit of Happiness. Aristotle believed that every human action aims at some good. He argued that everything we do is directed towards achieving something we perceive as beneficial. But, there are many different kinds of goods. Some goods are instrumental, meaning they are valuable because they help us obtain other things. They are good because they lead to other goods. For instance, education is an instrumental good because it can lead to knowledge and opportunities. For example, money is an instrumental good. It is not valuable in itself, but it is useful because it can be exchanged for things we need or desire. It is good because it can be used to buy things that we need or want. Other goods are intrinsic, meaning they are valuable in and of themselves. They are good in themselves. These are the things we pursue for their own sake, like joy, love, and fulfillment. Happiness, according to Aristotle, is the ultimate intrinsic good. It is the highest goal we strive for, the end that gives meaning to all our actions. It is the end for which all other goods are sought. Everything we do in some way is aimed at achieving happiness. Aristotle defines happiness as an activity of the soul in accordance with virtue. This means living a life that is true to our rational and moral nature. In other words, happiness consists in living a life that is in accordance with our rational nature. It is about fulfilling our potential and living virtuously. Section 6. The Golden Mean. Aristotle believed that virtue is a mean between two extremes. For example, the virtue of courage is a mean between the extremes of cowardice and recklessness. The coward is too afraid to act in the face of danger. The reckless person acts without thinking of the consequences. The courageous person, on the other hand, acts with both courage and prudence. Aristotle believed that we develop virtues through practice. The more we act virtuously, the more virtuous we become. He also believed that the virtues are interconnected. For example, a person who is courageous is also likely to be just and temperate. Section 7. A lasting impact. Aristotle's ideas had a profound impact on Western thought. His works were preserved by Arab scholars during the Middle Ages. They were reintroduced to Europe in the 12th century. Aristotle's ideas helped to spark the Renaissance. Aristotle's influence can be seen in the work of many later thinkers. These include Thomas Aquinas, Dante Alighieri, and William Shakespeare. Aristotle's ideas are still debated and discussed today. His work continues to inspire and challenge us. Section 8. Aristotle's Timeless Wisdom. Aristotle's legacy is vast and enduring. He was a polymath who made significant contributions to many different fields. He is considered one of the most influential thinkers of all time. Aristotle's ideas are as relevant today as they were in ancient Greece. His emphasis on reason, observation, and virtue provides a timeless guide for living a good life. His work continues to inspire us to think critically, to live ethically, and to strive for excellence in all that we do.